Okay, this comment is coming from Lauren. Lauren, thank you for the comment. It says if an individual has a My Social Security account, a person does not need to go to the Social Security office to prove who you are. It pays to have a Social Security account online. The Social Security website has tons of good information. For example, I needed my Social Security benefits statement to file my taxes on April 8th, 2025. I went to the Social Security website, printed the document, and took it to my CPA, who prepares my taxes every year. As always, this is very good information. Thanks for sharing this important information. Okay, so Lauren, thank you for that comment. Now, there are some people that don't have a My Social Security account, and I completely understand the situation because you have to get online, you have to verify yourself. It's not an easy task. I have a My Social Security account, and I do use it, even though I'm not currently collecting Social Security. I will get on there from time to time just to see how many credits that I have. As well as you can find out Medicare information. This is something I didn't know. So I've been paying into a pension my whole career. I retired and I didn't realize that I was paying into Medicare that whole time. So I wasn't paying into Social Security, but I was paying into Medicare. So I will qualify for Medicare when it comes time to apply for that. And by that time, I'll qualify for Social Security as well. I'm only about a year away as far as the qualifications to hit the credits. I won't be able to apply for Social Security for at least another 9 years, and I'm probably going to wait until the full retirement age in order to apply. So yes, the My Social Security account does have a wealth of knowledge. Now, all that being said, you're still going to have people that are not going to be comfortable signing up online. And maybe they could have some type of a system where they have Social Security staff walk them through the steps on how to sign up and make it a little more streamlined that way. And that way people will have access to it. But I will tell you, there are people that I know, family members, that are still not comfortable getting online when it comes to banking information and things like that. I do it all the time. I have my app on my phone. I have, the desktop. I'll get on. I'll sign in to see what my account looks like. But there are a lot of people that are just not comfortable with that. They still want to call on the phone, or they want to actually go to the bank in order to find out about their account. So this is one of those deals where we're dealing with a population that is really not comfortable online, and so it's hard to really push that online. Now, the reason why they want to push people online is because if you have more people on the online services, then you don't have to have physical offices or as many physical offices. You don't have to have as many staff. And so that's the reason behind them pushing for the My Social Security account. But I think, and we just saw this happen, where they were talking about having people have to identify themselves. But I think this backfired on Social Security because we just saw them talking about that their plans to close offices or at least not renew leases. That's what's going on right now. We don't have anything confirmed, but we know that that's something that's being talked about, as well as they wanted to do away with the phone system as far as verifying who you are. And they wanted people to actually have to go to an office to verify who they are. Now they've backtracked on that and they've changed their tune. And now they have a phone system that will be able to recognize you and confirm you. And so we'll have to see how that works. But this is something that they're talking about now. And eventually, I'm sure they will get to a point where they phase out phones altogether. And so you're going to have to go online. Now, hopefully that won't be anytime in the near future, but I would say maybe 10, 15 years down the road, that's the way it's going to be. And you're not going to be able to just call on the phone. And we see a lot of businesses do that now, where you can't just call and talk to someone right away. You have to go through all these different steps, and then you can get to a point where you can talk to someone. And so Social Security might be the same way in the future. So just be prepared for that. But right now, the good news is, and I just did a video talking about this, the good news is they haven't gotten to that point yet, and they're actually going to continue to allow the phone calls to happen. And I've said this before, sometimes you just want to talk to someone. So if it's over the phone or if it's in person, you want them to answer your questions. And when you're using a computer system or you're getting online and websites and all that and the little chat bot and all that stuff, you don't want to deal with all that. You want to actually talk to someone that can answer your questions. And so I think that is the main reason why Social Security has reversed on this. But I will keep pushing the My Social Security account for people who are comfortable using the computer. I think it's a great resource. So I ran across this article and I just wanted to talk about it. This is about a refund check, and this is in regards to people who live in Georgia. And it says Georgia taxpayers to get up to $500 as Kemp signs new rebate bill. Now, we're going to see more and more of this happening throughout different states. So this is not going to be just in Georgia, but I did want to go over it really quickly just to show you if you are in Georgia, you could qualify. And so for single tax filers, $250, for head of household, $375, and then for married couples, $500. So these are those refund checks. And so a lot of states, what they do is if they have a surplus, if they have extra money, because remember, when it comes to states, they have to balance their budget. It's not like the federal government. The federal government can deficit spend. They can spend more money than they actually have. But when it comes to states, they have to balance their budget every year. And as a part of balancing their budget, if they have money left over, they usually will provide some type of a refund check that will go out to the people in their state. And so we'll see more of these. As we see more, I'll make sure to let you guys know. But this is one that in Georgia that is providing refund checks. And some checks, it could be $500, it could be even more. It could be up to $1,400 or even higher than that, just depending on how much money they were able to save within the state. Okay, we have an email from Don. Don, thank you for sending this email. And Don writes, "Hi, David. I really enjoy your videos. I called Social Security about the double payment of health benefits." Okay, and so what Don is talking about, and we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, you had, when people started receiving their retro payments, they were receiving retro payments. Now, remember, that's back for 2024. So they would receive their retro payments, but they were also paying for Medicare. So they were paying Medicare twice because they already paid for Medicare for 2024. And then when they got the retro check, they took out Medicare. And so there needed to be a correction, and that's why Don contacted the Social Security Administration. So let's see what else he has to say. Okay, and so to get back to what Don was saying, he called Social Security, and he was told that when the system gets caught up, the double health care benefits would be returned to those that had them deducted from their retro payments. Okay, so keep note of this. If you are in the situation where you see that looks like they took it out for 2024 2 times, make sure you keep record of that. And it wouldn't hurt to contact the Social Security Administration just to let them know, hey, this is what's going on, just so they have documentation of that. Because moving forward, when they do get to that point where they're going to start wiping this out, or realistically, they'll probably have to send out another check or a credit or something like that to you, so you know that they've addressed it. They're going to look at the people, most likely they're probably going to look at the people who contacted them first, and then they'll work their way down the list. So make sure that you contact them to let them know, hey, they took it out twice. And so I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Don, thank you for sending this email. If you guys have questions, if you guys have concerns, if you want to share a story, send it to me, david@thetecshow.com. That's all I have for this video. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.